Boom, shaka, laka. Got DJ in the booth taking pictures again, y'all. Welcome back to a brand new Express Yourself open mic. Boom, boom, boom.
And we got that thing in there too. You can actually use
I heard the button earlier,
right.
but you know what, Keith? I heard it and I clearly ignored it. I didn't even lock it in my brain
You
as a
got the
memory
real
of a
one.
thing that we have, okay? I told you I am my own button for life,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
true.
are back. Boom, boom, boom. Our special guest, Danny Kiera, is on her way here. But for now, we are sitting down with Mr. Keith Good News himself. How you doing, Keith?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
never know how to answer that question either because I never feel like people genuinely care about how I'm doing.
And then I don't want to just say good
Right,
because it's like we know that because that's what everybody says.
right.
So,
I can see you good. So I'm asking, like, how is everything that you care about personally?
I'm progressing. That's what I care about the most.
Mm-hmm.
Do every day I wake up, literally no BS. It's like, okay, am I going to maintain my position in life or am I going to progress? And as long as I'm progressing, for me, that's all I want every day.
Okay. I love that. I love that answer. For me, my answer would be I'm positive.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
I'm positive. Somebody asked me how I'm doing. I'm positive.
I like that.
Nothing's wrong.
Hey.
Nothing's wrong
Yeah.
for every sense of the word wrong. So I'm positive that everything is going to work out and everything is happening for my good and happening for the intentions of everything working out eventually.
You
And
know,
that's where I'm at.
it's like you really are undefeated until you die
Mhm. Mhm.
because
Mhm.
every issue you've ever had, you've made it
Mhm.
through. Every
Exactly.
problem you've ever been
I've
faced with,
defeated it.
you defeated. So
I've
you really are
defeated it.
undefeated.
I asked someone today, what if that last time where they let something defeat them be their last time? And I was like, whatever. I know I walk by God and I got faith and I got all of this. And I was just thinking in the back of my head, yeah, but what if I want my last day here to be like, you know what? She gave it her all and she did her very best.
That's the goal, is to go out empty. To
Hmm.
go out
She
literally on
gave it
E.
her all,
Yeah.
left nothing on the table. It's all out there. She did everything she wanted to do.
And that's what feels the best. If
Hmm.
if you going out empty,
Hmm. Hmm.
you don't want to die with a lot of life in you. You want to give
Hmm.
it all. You want to give life as much as you want to live life.
It's
Yeah.
interesting that this conversation went this way because I'm celebrating the 1 year anniversary of my favorite cousin passing away. And I say favorite cousin not to, like, make
Yeah,
any
you
other
done made your other
cousins
cousins
feel some
mad.
type
You
of
already
way
did.
or any, they about to call me like, no, you did not say she was your fave online. I
Right.
said it. I said it. She my fave. But she's my fave because that's that kind of relationship where you look forward to anxious moments because you know it's gonna be okay because they there.
Right.
And like for me being a social butterfly, like my family is a huge family.
Hmm.
So I would feel intimidated in those settings. And believe it or
Hmm.
not, your girl didn't used to talk this much. Okay. I didn't talk at all. I would just sit in the corner and not speak to nobody.
Right. Right.
And this was the cousin that would bring me out of my shell
Hmm.
and help me show the world I was alive. You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean?
No,
In a
I got
sense
you.
like that. So she was my fave. So I'm celebrating the 1 year passing of her. And I'm not taking it the same way as the rest of the family.
Hmm.
Like the rest of the family been crying. They all of their things last year. This year they did a balloon releasing ceremony. And I don't feel like, like, oh, I miss her. I wish she didn't have to go like that.
Hmm.
I don't feel that. I feel like, you know what? Every time I saw her, she gave me her best energy.
Mm.
So every time I think about her, I'm gonna give her my best energy.
And we all gonna die. Like the
Mhm.
reality is, like everybody's
Mhm.
going to meet the same end result.
Mhm.
And for me, that gives me peace with people passing.
Right.
Even myself. I'm not afraid to die because how can you be afraid of something that's gonna happen no matter what?
Right.
So yeah, I'm at peace with it. So I'm at peace with other people, meeting that. So,
Right.
it's just
Right.
yeah, I'm not mad at that at all.
How do we see the comments on here when people tune in?
Oh, let me see.
I'm learning as we go. Boom, there we go. The
Mhm.
private chat is
Yep.
up. Um, wow, it's just so crazy that this conversation went this way. I just don't even know where to go from here. It's like, wow, this is why.
Well, you know what
This is
happened when
why
you
the
when I'm
express
on here.
yourself open mic is important because we just need to talk about these things. Somebody somewhere needed to hear that. That
Yeah, for
it's gonna
sure,
be
for sure.
okay. That it happens to everybody
Yep.
and that everything will be fine. You just gotta live every single day like it's your last.
I got a
Every single day your best.
got a grandmother who is dealing with life and death her
Mm-hmm.
own, and she was told that, hey, you got to do the surgery. If you don't do the surgery, you know chances are you're not going to make it long. And she's like, well, if I do surgery, I got a 50-50 chance anyway. So she's like, I'm just going to. And I was on the phone with her. She
I'm gonna
said,
thug it out.
yeah, she said I'm just going to. I've lived. She said, I've lived a good life. I'm not afraid to
Mm-hmm.
die. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if that's what, bring it on. Like, what I'm saying? So I just thought that was such a beautiful place to be in,
Mm-hmm.
when you don't fear it at all. You can live
Mm-hmm.
more when you stop fearing death, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy
Mm-hmm.
that it
Mm-hmm.
allows you to live more when you
Mm-hmm.
remove the fear of death.
Mm-hmm.
Ironic,
Mm-hmm.
ironic.
When my great grandmother passed away, I couldn't cry for her because she was 100 years old. Another situation of a family
Right.
member that was really close to me that I couldn't cry for.
Wonderful.
I can't feel sorry for these people.
Nah.
When they left, they did like you did it all. Like
All of
who
it.
am I to be like, oh no, I wish she was still here. She gave 100 good years.
Yes.
She did her thing.
And that's most people's goal, and think
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna, most people don't live past 75.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, the fact
Mm-hmm.
that she made to 100 is outstanding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when she passed away, I didn't feel dark and gloomy like, oh my God, death is
Mhm.
coming. I felt like, you know what? I got some time to figure it out. I might as well figure it out as soon as possible so I can
Mhm.
live peacefully.
And you know what? When you realize that too, I think that's what helps me take chances. I take big risks now. Everything I do, I'm
Mm-hmm.
always talking about big risks. I don't do nothing
Mm-hmm.
small. I don't like baby steps. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like small steppers. Everything
Mm-hmm.
got to be big stepping. I
Mm-hmm.
got to take big risks because I get big rewards. So
Mm-hmm.
because I know that, one, I'm gonna die, and I know that everybody die, and I know, so it like,
Mm-hmm.
whether you take the risk or not, you still gonna meet the same the same result. So you might as well do what you want to do.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it helps me.
Our special guest is downstairs.
All right, I'm gonna go grab her.
Okay, go ahead and
All
grab her
right.
for me, and we gonna go back live. I mean, we gonna get into these topics for today because I'm just so excited to be on episode 4 and knowing that y'all like what y'all see. Like that's the thing for me. Y'all like what y'all seeing from me. Y'all keeping me going. Y'all, I get a phone call the day after every single live show saying that I tuned into the show. I love what I saw. Please keep going. Like I get so many of those phone calls of people just, wanting to rock with me and wanting to talk to me. So I appreciate you guys. I'm letting Danielle know that Keith is on his way. Come to front door. Keith is there. Boom. I had to read it out loud, so I make sure I typed the right words because my brain wants to continue talking to you guys, but my fingers needed to tell Danny that help was on the way. Okay. Today we got a special guest, Danny Kiera, and just a quick intro on her. I met Danielle because she is a women's health and wellness expert, and she came to me at a time where I really needed some expert advice with my women's health and things like that. I was pregnant with my third child. I was about to say 4. Jesus Lord, please don't put that into existence. Oh my Jesus. I was pregnant with my third child, and she came to me and she just really just brought me into her universe of just caring for my health in a different way, as far as myself, mentally, physically, spiritually, all connected in that realm. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to her, but that's why she's important to my life. But the topics we gonna get into, like she really, we gonna get into it. It's gonna get to the nitty gritty. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be the best cup of tea, and she is on her way in here. I see her beautiful smile. She coming on in. We gonna get her all set up on the couch next to me. Please, in the meantime, follow the Good News Radio. Please follow the Express Yourself open mic on Instagram, Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. Everywhere you need to be. Come on in here, Dan. Come on in. I done already gave you the 1-2 step to get on in here with your beautiful selves. Clap it up for Danny, everybody. You better swing that thing this way. Go ahead and grab those headphones right over there, boo.
Okay.
And then get your mic set up. I'm just telling them where they can follow everybody at. You go follow Danny at Danny_Danielle CEO.
Yeah, it's Danielle Danny.
Danielle_Danny_CEO. That's where you following Danny at. And then you can follow myself at Just Shantanet. That's Sean SHAWN. Just Shantanet. Danny, what's up?
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, my girl? You done came out the streets for me. They go your cue card so you can know what we talk about. Flip them over so you can see. That's just who we are, what it is. Hold that up. Let them know we work it, okay? We do this, okay? I got Boo Boo ready. She know what we talking about today, okay?
At all times high.
What you been up to?
You know what? Life has been crazy.
Okay, tell me about it.
Okay, so I'm in medical management. That's my full-time job. Y'all know I'm like straight up. And then I have my own nonprofit. And then I'm a plus size model. And a single mama. And I'm doing it all. It's crazy. And I'm trying to work out and be a cool mom.
Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to be a
Do
cool
me a
mom.
favor. Pull that mic over in front of you. Just move it forward and then bring it over in front of you. Keith coming in to help you out. This is Keith of the Good News Radio. He is the owner and brilliant mind behind this beautiful studio that we are in today. Clap it up for Keith, everybody.
Hi, Keith.
Yay. There you go, Danny. Man, we gonna run back through that list just in case anybody
and it's
forgot
not even
it.
Finished.
It's not even finished.
It's
That's just not
finished.
even a half of it. Say that again.
I just got started.
We just now getting started.
You got to get certified in everything. You got to have several streams of income. I'm not going to stop until I park my boat in my yacht. Like, I'm not going to stop.
You going to park your boat
in my yacht.
Your
it has
yacht.
to be able to go inside of
your
it.
yacht, okay?
And
I want y'all to make sure y'all heard what my girl said. She parking her boat in her yacht, okay? You got Keith excited. Keith like, that's what I'm on, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Parking the boat in the yacht, okay? Listen, he like, hold on, let me make sure they can hear what she said, okay? Make sure they hear it clearly.
Keith is too handsome, so we can't keep coming up in here.
Girl, Keith, that was Keith's wife that walked in here with you, so you better be careful.
I do remember you. I do remember you. Listen, I have no negative thoughts about you. That's all I gotta say. Dead ass. You can tell I know. Yeah, I know exactly who you are. Yeah.
Yo. Listen, when I tell y'all Honey Boo Boo is trouble, okay?
What?
Honey Boo Boo is trouble, okay? She don't even know she trouble. That's the thing. That's the part that I love about you, Danielle, that your beauty is so within that it's unrecognizable to you. You don't even notice it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm regular.
I'm just doing my That's what I be saying, but you know how I can say it to you? Because I see that same light that you be trying to point out about me in you.
That's big. Because I see you're up here to me. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I see leadership when I look at you.
See?
I see power.
And that's what I see. Yeah. And that's what I just told the people when I met you. It was at a time where I needed someone like you to be an expert in women's health, to be like, hey, no. This is not what we doing. I understand it's scary, but we gonna move past that and we gonna do this. Okay. Yeah. This is what we gonna do. So that's why we gonna run them back through the list slowly of all your tiers and all the things you do. So at your core, what is it that you do?
At my core, I can say honestly, it's medical management.
Medical management.
Yeah. Okay. I'm realizing that, like, and some people call it being like a hospital administrator, but I'm mostly in medical management. I've done almost every department that is in a hospital anyway. So, you know, that's where I'm at. But right now I take care of seniors all day long. I have my own department and I love it. And it is no joke dealing with the corporate world and dealing with the politics and taking care of people during end of life.
Right.
And so I'm really interested in the beginning of life and the end of life. That's really my passion.
So you were on your way here to the studio, but Keith and I, we had an open discussion about living your life to the fullest while you here, and how it's inevitable for everybody to meet their end at a timely manner to make sure you doing it. So you basically covering the beginning and the end of what we was just talking about.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm here for it. Girl, I'm so excited to get into these topics with you.
Let's do it.
Okay, listen. This first topic, I'm gonna open my phone. Keith instructed me never to do this. He said it make people feel like you're not paying attention to them. But I just gotta read this Instagram post to y'all, okay? Because it blew my mind. Because I was like, what in the world is soft girl season?
Oh, we don't know nothing about that.
We don't know nothing about but no soft girl season. What? Listen, look at her patting her eyelashes with her lipstick and fake makeup all done up, and I'm crossing my legs like tea time.
Listen, I can't casual though because I had to. I'm with my dog. Okay,
we don't know. We don't know. Listen, we commence words here. We with our niggas. Okay, listen. So I didn't know nothing about soft girl season. So this is the post that caught my attention.
Okay.
A season where women trade living in survival mode for a more peaceful lifestyle. During this season, a woman tends to push her masculine tendencies aside and allows her femininity to take over softly and unapologetically. So the reason why this post caught my attention was because I was trying to figure out how to find a word for, yes, I'm rough and tough on the outside, but I need love too. I was trying to find a word for that. I was searching the universe. If y'all know how I pick my topics, I don't pick them until I get close to the show. So I make sure I collected everything from the month. And then I'm bringing y'all a real dope conversation. I'm bringing y'all some things that make sense. So I couldn't find a word for, hey, real niggas need love too. And I didn't want to say that on the Express Yourself Open Mic, right? So I was searching for it and I found that post of soft girl season. And I was like, wow, this is a thing. There are more women out there like me that feel like this, that just need love too. And then you popped up in my head and I was like, my nigga, if anybody get it, y'all listen. Me and Danielle had a conversation this month where I was just not willing to let go of that masculine that I didn't even know I possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, I know people, when they talk about me, they be like, oh yeah, you don't fuck with Shantanette. Like, she don't play that. But I didn't realize what that meant was I come off as this like rough and tough, don't mess with me or I'm going to mess things up type of vibe, type of situation.
So they're saying that because you present more masculine or intimidating, that you don't have feelings inside.
Right.
That for me is inhumane to even like that our people are even treated like that.
And this is why we here to talk about it. Okay. I just cannot express enough how tired I am of being tough. Okay. I don't know how to express enough that I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of arguing. Yeah. I'm tired of being the tough guy. I'm tired of taking up for everybody in the situation. I'm tired. I want somebody to come and be like, you know what, baby, I got it. Don't even trip. Don't worry about a thing. I got it.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Right.
Because the other side is exhausting.
Yeah. See, I can't be the nigga too. And if I become the nigga, I'm the whole nigga. I'm a beef.
It ain't no little bit of a nigga. Talk about it.
It's the whole thing where all from financial all the way down.
Break it down, because I feel like people don't really understand what it means for a woman to be like, I'm like a nigga. Like, it's not even a negative connotation behind the N word in a sense, but it's a type of energy that is possessed by someone who takes care of business.
Well, I watch my parents. So both my parents take care of each other in two different ways. And so let's say my mom needs something. My dad is automatically like, well, what is it? How could I be a part of that to get it? So in my head, even though I went through a marriage that didn't work out, I know what I want. I know what I don't want. And what I do want is to be able to be my soft self with you, and for you not to see it as a weakness, because that's where the masculine energy comes from, and not to take the childhood, you can't cry. You know how we were told we can't cry. I'm not bringing that into this, because I'm a cry in front of you.
Because let's talk about it. That's childhood trauma.
Yeah,
we don't got time for
I'm
that.
not bringing that into that.
Time for childhood
I need
trauma.
to cry in front of you.
No, I need to cry.
And it's okay for me to cry.
Out.
It's okay for me to let me just smoke with you real quick. Let me cry. Let me drink this wine. And I need you to understand that I need you afterwards to hold me.
I need you to hold me. I need you to hold me. I had my man on the Express Yourself open mic last
month. Lord, I seen it.
Oh my God, Danny, you tuned in. The phone calls I got after the show, like, Sean, you did not have to do that man like that. I'm like, I didn't even do nothing. I didn't.
But your confidence is like,
my confidence, it's out of the roof.
You got BDE, but with a girl. Like, you got BDE, but as a girl.
It's not on purpose, okay? It's definitely big dick energy in you. Excuse my French, baby, okay? I'll explain to you what that is later, all right? I got to keep it 100 with my son, because he's been watching my comedy since I started doing stand-up comedy. He's been watching, so I just got to explain to him the contents after we get in the car. He'd be like, what does this mean? Well, baby, this mean...
It's okay.
Man,
okay.
So back to what we were talking about. I had my man on last month, and he was talking about how he has to wear different hats in our relationship. And as I listened back to the podcast, I realized I don't switch hats as easily as he does. When I'm in my soft girl season, it's soft all season.
You're supposed to be
in every situation. I don't care if it's time to make money, it's time to make love, it's time to make dinner. I don't care what we making. I want to be soft, and I want you to cater to me, and I want you to give me what I need.
Yeah.
And we get into a place now where he's starting to learn, like, okay, she not my employee no more. She don't work here no more.
No.
Now we work.
Y'all are a partnership. There is nobody working for it. It's very much a partnership. Yeah.
And I wasn't partnering shipping well. And I will admit that, because we could be honest.
Okay.
We had a conversation.
Talk to me.
The other day, and Danny DM'd me. She like, please tell me you ain't single. Please tell me this is a ruse.
I was like, y'all need to stop playing.
It's fake. Stop playing. This is a joke. I'm like, no, this is for real. So what happened was, my fiance is on my show on Saturday. And I DM'd everybody and asked them to make a video promoting the show, right? He was with me when I DM'd everybody. So I just asked him out loud. But we had just come back from a long road trip with all 3 kids from Vegas, right?
That alone, my God.
He like, girl, don't you see me right now? I'm like, bro, I see you, but I'm just doing what I need to do for my show. Like, I don't got time for nothing else. He like, but it's me. I'm like, my Nikki, I know it's you, but here is what it is, right? I wasn't in my soft girl season. That BDE came out. That BDE was like, no, this is my show. This is my baby. I got to do what I got to do for me. And you see how you shaking your head at me? Where was this at when I was on the phone ranting and raving at you, and you was like, girl, fuck that nigga, do this and do that and do that. That's not what you said. That's what I heard, Danny. Okay, explain to me now that I'm not angry what you was trying to say, because I clearly was not listening, okay?
The shaking my head that you're seeing is, okay, you was like that, right? There's nothing wrong with you being like that. When you're with a man who's so secure with himself, none of the masculine or feminine energy is going to bother that person.
And that is not true.
It's disrespectful.
I was just about to say
disrespectful, which you probably was,
because you know real, because you know I ain't even gonna call that real.
My mouth is the same
I'm not
way.
gonna call that real. I'm gonna call that nothing but Satan, because that ain't nothing but the devil trying to use me for what I am not created to do.
Because I gotta tell you, sorry, I called you out your name.
Because listen, okay. Because listen, all right, now.
But the makeup sex is amazing.
Look, y'all see me looking at the floor. I can't even make eye contact with the camera. Okay, listen, all right. Look, because
you need some of them type of fights sometime, Lord.
And people keep like,
ooh, my titties almost picked up the mic.
So for people that know us. They know what we went through last year. They know how big of a breakup it was publicly, everything that went on with the moving out and all of that. It was like a soap opera I was living through, y'all.
Yeah.
People ask me all the time, how could you make it through that? How y'all back together after that? And I jokingly be like, it's nothing but God. But on some realness, it's nothing but God, because it took for me to pray on it and realize you the problem, my nigga. And that's me talking to myself in the mirror, like, you the, like, my G, this what happened on this day.
Oh, you started taking accountability.
You said, oh, and it didn't taste good.
Oh, accountability hurts. Oh. It hurt like a shotgun when I started taking accountability.
And when I started taking accountability, I stepped into vulnerability.
Ooh, speak on it. Ooh, you speaking on something that's intimate, dog. Because if I'm vulnerable, that's intimate. That's like sex.
Oh, what?
That's different.
What?
That's different. That's sapiosexual.
He wasn't even in my house, and I felt so connected with him. He was completely gone. I didn't know where he was at. Couldn't contact him, call him, nothing. He's like, nah, you want to be on your own, be on your own. Couldn't pick up the phone, nothing. I'm taking trash out, cooking, doing laundry, everything. Pregnant with a 6-month-old baby and a 9-year-old. He like, nah, you want to be that nigga, be that nigga.
Yeah, sometimes we that nigga too far.
I don't want to be that nigga.
Right now, like that.
Being that nigga is hard.
Friend, okay? I don't like to take out the trash.
That's not what I like to do, girl. It was like 3 days after he moved out of the house. It was a spider just in the middle of the living room. I'm like, Jesus, is this a sign that I need to get my stuff together? Because I don't understand why I'm alone right now. What I do that I'm alone right now?
Oh my God. It's the spider for me because I don't do bugs.
I don't do
nothing
bugs.
That's crawling.
I'm on Instagram like, somebody come help me. This girl DM me like, girl, it's just a spider. Come kill it. I'm like, well, girl, you get off the internet and you come kill it. Since you so bold and you so confident, you big that nigga, right? You come do it. She like, nah, sis, you got it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't got it. I don't got it.
Right. I need you to come over.
When I got to that accountability, vulnerability, I realized that I need to be more. I need to be a lady. It's not even a more up, period. I need to be a lady.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
If this gonna work, I need to be a lady. Period. At all times. And it didn't even sink in that moment, Danny. It took a whole nother year. I'm sitting on the couch 3 days ago, y'all. My man is playing with our 1-year-old daughter. He tells my 1-year-old daughter, baby, you don't gotta act like that. You a pretty girl, and pretty girls don't have to fight. They don't have to scream. Okay, they just have to ask nicely, and that's it. And you'll get what you need. Okay, pretty girl.
That's true.
And my 1-year-old said okay, and I was like, okay.
Right. No, seriously.
Listen.
Okay. If that's how, honey.
If that's what we talking about, then listen. Okay, that's what we on. Listen. You want me to sit here be cute? My mama been telling me my whole life I need to sit my pretty little ass down somewhere and get behind somebody's desk. I ain't never been behind the desk part, but I sit my pretty little ass down somewhere. I'll do that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll work where I need to work and where I need to be for our relationship to work, but not to overstep and be everybody think gotta be how I say it gotta be, or else there is no being. Nah, that's not a relationship.
Oh, when I realized I didn't want that, it was a hit.
Talk about it.
It was a hit.
Talk about it. What happened?
I felt like my stomach dropped out of my ass. That's how I felt when I realized I didn't have to be all of that. When I realized that I could literally be in a relationship. I'm single, by the way, but I know I can be in a relationship.
Okay.
So I can be in a relationship and be submissive and soft and still looked at.
Still go get him.
And still go get him.
Still go get him.
And the thing is, if I do everything for you, I'm gonna need you to do everything for me as well. And that is something I won't settle for until I have it. When you know that, and you know you could take accountability. If we're in an argument, I don't care about being right. All I care about is that you feel understood and you know I heard you.
And before the conversation he was having with our 1-year-old, I cared about being right.
Yeah, that's an ego and pride thing. I want to let it go, friend.
I don't know. Did y'all see my eyes? I don't know.
Because think about it. More than 50 or 60% of Black women are single. and that's a full fact. You got the man at home. Figure it out.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You better drop some statistics on me. Listen.
You
ouch.
Figure it out.
Listen, he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Okay. Listen. I don't got time because when we not together, it's like I start remembering all of the reasons why it's cool to not be right all the time. Like, even though, let's be real, we right most of the time, ladies.
Like 100% of the time.
Like 100% of the time. But it's cool to not make it obvious.
Yeah.
It's cool to be like, you know what, I'm right, but it's fine. It's really cool. Like at first, that first year, first 3 years. Okay, I've been working on this.
I was like, friend, I've been working
on this since my last nigga left me 5 years ago. Okay, guys, I've been trying to get it together. I've been trying so hard to get it together. But my current man is like, I'm gonna marry you if you get it together. I'm like, okay, I want to marry you back. So give me a second, okay? And he giving me a second.
He really is.
He really is giving me a second.
I know.
Get it together. He trying.
Why you think I call you like you not single?
Listen,
you not,
girl.
So what do we got to do to talk this out? Who do I need to talk to? Because you already know
it was there. Jesus. I needed to talk to Jesus because I was so angry that I couldn't see why I was angry. And then once I calmed down and I asked God to relieve my anger, I realized I was only angry because I was scared. And why I was scared is because I felt like my show wasn't going to be sold out like I needed to be because I got 3 kids and this is how I afford my family. I realized I don't got to be scared.
No.
Because this is my man and he gonna help me. Regardless. Yeah. It's not gonna come down to this is the end of the world. She ain't never performing stand-up comedy again. Right. It's never gonna come to that. So really, what are we talking about?
Right.
Really, what am I tripping over? If we being for real. Let's be honest. Like, so I needed to talk to Jesus because being soft is not easy at first.
No, it's an adjustment.
Until you accept it. Yeah. Until you're ready to really accept it, it's not easy because then you start asking yourself, like our next topic, like, am I doing too much?
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing a lot. Like, what am I tripping for?
Yeah. And you know what? I feel like a lot of especially our women have that issue. Like they don't know when to stop. And then we get stereotyped as being too loud, too rough and aggressive, and it's just certain ones,
and it's unattractive.
Yeah, it is. At some point, I'm sorry, I want to be able to submit. I just do. I think that's the sexiest thing in the world.
It's a desire, but that's a conversation for another. We're gonna have to come back, Danny. We're gonna have to
I'm just saying in a healthy way.
It's a desire, but is it tangible?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm the one in the relationship. You single.
Listen, if I tell you I need you to choke me and kiss me, you gonna do that.
Right.
Even though I'm bossing you around, I'm technically telling you how to boss me around. Right. That's the relationship I want. Right. I know it's out there.
Right. It's out there. It's out there. What? Y'all heard what she said. It's out there. It's out there. You better pray on it, actually, because that's how I got my man. That my son kept praying for a little brother and sister. I was like, ask for a man too. And then he started asking for a man too. And he came.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I actually have been praying for my partner since my last divorce. So I've been praying at least.
You gotta have your kids pray too.
You know what? They're so funny. The kids, they are now adjusting to having mom in one house and dad in one house and all that, right? They are so funny. Mama, I'm gonna miss you all week.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna miss you too. I miss him all day.
Aww.
Yeah. But then when they with me, I want their ass gone in 10 minutes.
Right. Listen, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Girl, that's what that's where all of these topics stemmed from for me this month. Like just being with my kids and my youngest was in the hospital. He's 6 months old, and I had to rush him to the emergency room. He had a fever of 102.5.
Oh my god!
And he had like this skin rash that just looked just out of this world insane. So I rushed him to the hospital, but It was during the time when he was like, "Girl, tell me you ain't single," and I was like, well. But the way that I had to depend on my man to come through for us and like literally feed me, like feed me, pour into me, give me hope, give me faith, give me like there was a million people texting me, DMing me, but the only person I had time to respond to and talk to was the father of this baby that I'm in the hospital with all day long.
That's all that mattered.
All I got energy
How about
for.
that? That's all that mattered.
All that mattered. But the way he poured back into me and knew that I needed him, even though we were in this space of being mad at each other, separated, whatever it was, I had to look at myself like, am I doing too much?
Yeah. You know you are. When you have to ask that question, you are. How about that? So when y'all want to answer, if you ever have to ask the question, it's
you're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
That's what I came to realize. If I gotta ask myself if I'm doing too much, I'm doing too much. I got ready to post a comment on Facebook one time, and I text my pastor at the church, and I'm like, if I say this, is it petty? And before he could even respond back, I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Because I already know. I already know. If you got to call the pastor and be like, listen, am I doing too much? You probably doing too much. You got to ask your best friend. Look, best friend, this is what I said. Am I doing too much? You probably doing too much. If you got to be sitting here on the Express Yourself open mic on the couch with Danny Kiera and saying, you know what? I think I did too much. You probably did too much. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm a Gemini and we full of drama. And if we tell you that you did too much.
If I tell you I'm a Virgo, are you gonna leave? See, you know what? Listen.
Okay. People leave with the Gemini. They be like, you two-faced it.
Listen. Okay. I don't know why people always want to break up with me after they find out I'm a Virgo. Me and Danny been good. We been good up until this day. She like, oh, you a Virgo. I don't even know if I could see.
I'm looking at her like,
I'm a good Virgo. I only got the traits that I like to see. Oh, son, don't you do that. Don't you do that. My baby gave me the look, y'all. My baby gave me the stink eye. I cannot. Oh, I feel like in doing too much, when I be doing too much, I can't catch it.
You will with age. It's something with maturity. Old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 32.
32? Okay, we the same age.
Yeah.
All right. I'm 1989 in the building. She's single, 32. She loves to be choked and smiled at.
Hi.
Okay. We can keep it PG-13 because my baby is the photographer and taking pictures. But yeah, that's what it is. You got to tune in next week. We have an adult genre expert.
Oh, okay.
On the Express Yourself open mic.
We're going to talk about ice cream.
Tools and supplies for proper engagement. And she likes to educate people on the topic. So
send me her page.
Definitely will tag her in this post. And kids will not be invited to that Express Yourself open mic. Right. Okay, we got to find.
It's that part right there.
Adult, listen, because you see how I got my flyers and stuff spread out here. It's going to be a spread. And when she spread. Okay, so
I was gonna ask a question. Listen, I forgot the child was in the room.
Because when she spread, you know what, baby, step out for me real quick. Step out, because there we go. Y'all can hear the door close. Okay,
amen.
Listen. Y'all heard the door close. Okay, I'm a good parent. Okay, listen. Okay, because when she come out with her spread, so her content is set up like a house. Because she feels like you should be comfortable in your sexual experience. So she has her kitchen supplies. She has her bathroom supplies. She has her bedroom supplies. She has her living room supplies.
Give me a bib.
Yeah, exactly. So she has all of those things. You guys can find her at _Naughty Dreams on Instagram and Facebook. But she's gonna be in the booth next week. This September. She's gonna be here at the Express Yourself open mic in September. And the conversations we gonna have, like after figuring out if we doing too much to get into that, it's gonna be like, listen. So we gonna have you back. You could just be like a fly on the wall. Just come and listen to the conversation.
Yeah.
Cause man, I had no idea that so many women had trouble with trying to figure out if it was them in the problem, in the argument. Like I know he did a lot. But what did I do? I didn't realize other women actually was trying to take accountability. I say trying loosely. Because we ain't shit. Ladies, we got to start admitting. We got to just let go. Bullshit. I'm stuttering because the goddesses of the universe want me to shut up. They said, girl, why you letting out our secrets? Shut up. The ancestor said, nope. You're going too far. You just saying too much now. You saying too much now.
You see my face? I'm like, you just go air out all our business.
Okay. I ain't gonna say none of that. Okay. Hey. But y'all know we be doing too much. No. My granny taught all her granddaughters, and her philosophy just was to have a pair and a spare. Meaning she should have a pair of men that's her go-to all the time, and a spare one just in case one of them messed up.
How about that? It's always one. It's always one to replace.
Doing too much. Okay. Doing too much. Okay. Listen.
I agree.
That is doing too much. If you really truly want something to work out, you want to be soft, you want to be intimate, you want to have that intimacy with one person, you really got to try to figure it out with one person.
I know.
At all times, though.
Man.
And that means really looking at yourself and being like,
and see, it's gonna be new for me because next time I get in a relationship, I've had my monogamous relationships on and off, but because it's been on and off, it's like I'm so used to being by myself and not having to answer to anybody, and
it's hard because you're starting to pop. Stop! Like, I don't know if you know this, but you're starting to pop. Okay, every time I get on the gram, Facebook, or something, Danny Kiera is everywhere, but ass out, tits out. Okay, look at me now. Hi, I'm here. Hi, I'm here. That's a Danny on the internet. Okay. So it's hard to accept that femininity when you being the boss, because society doesn't recognize bosses as feminine. In a sense.
Yeah, in a sense they
not on Black women.
No. Yeah. They see us. It's weird. They see us strong. Like in a horrible, horrific medical sense. They see us as humans that can't feel pain, but then our feelings aren't valid, or that we're very.
Talk about it, because you're a medical field expert, so you know, it's just the things that happens. I just can't fathom how it's not understood that, I need the same type of understanding that everyone else gets.
Yeah.
As Black women, I feel like we're expected to know all, be all, recover all, do all,
and feel all without
not feel nothing, actually.
Yeah.
And not feel nothing. I was having a conversation the other day. I'm like, I got a 6-month-old, a 1-year-old. I'm a stand-up comedian. I just started a production company. My 10-year-old is in 5th grade. It's a lot. I'm a new fiance. I just got my first starter home. It's a lot. And they're like, yeah, you're right. That's a lot.
The first 3 was a lot. So after you finish 3, you probably don't even go to bed till 1 a.m.
What?
And even then, you're waking up every couple of hours. I was going to say you wake up every couple of hours.
I don't go to bed at all. But I had to realize I was still doing too much, because I was assuming that roll up, I got to go get it out the mud for my family. That's not my position.
Oh, no.
That's not my position. Doing too much, Danny. It run deep. Ladies, when we start doing too much, we really do the most. We doing too much. It's time to sit down, Buttercup. Sit down. It's okay. I really had that mindset of I gotta go get it 1000%. And me trying to, after praying on it, getting right with God, I didn't want to fall in line. You know us, we pray on something and then we still want to do it our way after we talk to Jesus about it. God, help me with this problem after I go over here and take care of it myself. That's what we be like. So,
but come get me, because you know how far I can go.
Listen,
I hate that. I hate it.
Talk about it.
I really had to stop doing that, because you know what? It's ran me into some real big stuff. Stuff that I didn't even have to go through. Talk about that. Stuff you don't even have to go through. Why was you in this area? You don't even go down that route. You don't even go on that freeway. Let's say it like that. You don't even go on that freeway. And you was on that freeway.
For what? For what?
Because we want to do our
I'm
own
gonna
thing.
tell a little side story just because we talking about going the wrong way and shit happening. I was I was supposed to be at home on a in home suspension from school. Decided in my own mind, this is high school, y'all. Decided in my own mind, I'm about to go see this little boy.
Mm-mm.
You know what's on our minds. We about to go link up in high school. Okay.
Dad.
Follow me. Okay. So that's on my mind, right? So in order to get to this little boy, I had to sneak. That means my parents not going to drop me off like they usually do. That's my how I get around. My parents take me where I need to be. I'm that kid, right? But to go see this little boy, I gotta take 2 buses and walk to go see this nigga, right? He a nigga now. Okay. So I'm walking to the first bus, Danny. I ain't even got nowhere yet. I'm walking to the first bus stop. This boy walk up to me, ask me for my phone number. I'm not on that. No, I'm already going to go see somebody. I'm focused on
Right.
things I shouldn't be focused
Right.
on, but I'm
Right.
focused, right?
Right.
I go to take my phone out to pretend like I'm getting a nigga number. He snatched my sidekick out my hand and ran off down the street.
I'm sorry.
Ran down the street, took my little sidekick. I couldn't even aim the nigga that I was going to go see to be like, hey, I ain't coming no more. Sorry. Maybe good luck next time. Sorry about the blue balls. None of that. I couldn't say nothing. I was just like stuck because I had no business planning that. I had no business thinking about that. I had no business going that way. I had no business going there. I had no business walking. I had no business doing none of that. So I just had to sit in my feelings and be mad. And clearly now, after 20-something years, I'm still mad at both them niggas. Like, I don't care. I'm still mad.
I would be too. Like, you steal my phone. Why? Oh,
that's because it's too hard to accept that I was doing too much. That's why this topic is so important today. I was doing too much. You don't gotta go through all of that.
Right.
If it's meant for you, trust me, you don't gotta go through all of that. I saw an Instagram post, like this was like 5 years ago, Danny. True story. I'm laying in my bed at my grandma's house in my 1 bedroom. I moved my whole apartment to my grandma's house in 1 bedroom, right? Me and my son is living there. I'm sitting there laying in the bed, scrolling on Instagram, and it says, Prince Charming not gonna come knock on your bedroom window, sis. You gotta go outside.
That's a fact.
And I received that. Yeah. I was like, oh, I feel attacked. Like at this point, I had been in the house for 2 years straight. Like not outside. The farthest I went was around the corner to go get some weed. And then I went back home and sat on the porch and smoked my weed. Like I didn't go nowhere.
Oh, you didn't
I
go
was
nowhere.
Stuck. Okay. Stuck emotionally. It was that 25 depression. You know, when you turn 25 and life get tough and you like, y'all didn't tell me none of this shit was going to happen.
I was like that with my son.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah. I was there.
He didn't go outside the first 2 years of his life. He was so light skinned. He was so light skinned. They thought I was cheating. They thought he was so light skinned.
My baby did not go to school for 2 years.
Oh my God.
Because I just couldn't.
That's for real. People don't understand depression is like that serious.
I can't take outside. I can't go outside to get you. I can't see people. I can't talk to nobody. I just can't. I enrolled him in a school around the corner from my house. And the first day I took him, he boo-hooed and cried and told the teacher that he was scared I wasn't going to come back for him. And I just couldn't. I couldn't take him back. I'm like, nope, you're mine forever. We're going together forever. And it was like that for a long time. For a long time, it was like that. But back to the Instagram post. So I saw the Instagram post. I felt attacked. I went outside. For like 2 days. Met Juice. Literally. Day 2 of being outside. You know what? I'm about to walk by faith, not by sight. I'm going outside.
That's crazy.
2 days. I meet Juice, right? After meeting him, he locks in like a person of interest, but not this interesting, right? So fast forward, now that's my fiance, and I be thinking about that post like, now Prince Charming to come knock on my window. He came and knocked on my window because he came right to my area. He came right to my comfort zone. It wasn't like a window, like literally my bedroom window, but I didn't have to do too much to get my Prince Charming. I didn't have to go far out my way. I didn't have to take 2 buses and walk down Crenshaw. Let's talk about it, okay? The nigga
We
lived
all
on
did
Crenshaw
that, though,
and 60th
before.
Boulevard, okay? I didn't have no business walking to go see no nigga in Nipseyville, okay? That is not what I should have been doing with my life at 16, okay? So you don't gotta do too much. And I hate that saying. I hate it. I tell jokes about it all the time. I hate that saying. The best way to get over a new nigga is to
get a new one.
What? Get over an old nigga is to get a new one. What?
Yeah. If you have 2, why not have 5?
No,
what did they say?
No, that is not what Granny said.
Oh,
that's not what you are not gonna sit up here and mince my Granny words online.
I was like, Granny
YouTube and Facebook.
Bitch.
I am not about to allow you to do that to my Granny's words. Okay.
Yo, I met your family. I walked in like,
we are
hi.
almost at the hour mark, but it has been a pleasure talking with you because I just cannot believe that I'm not alone.
No.
And it makes me so happy to know, like, yeah, I'm that nigga, but I want to be somebody's wife too. I want to be wifey. Like that, and it's okay.
Right.
It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to want that. It's okay to need that. And it's okay to take that accountability and feel vulnerable and say, you know what, I'm doing too much. Let me calm down.
Plus, your love language is acts of service, and you need that. That's one of mine, the acts of service thing. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you how deep it is for me. It's so deep that I want a man to be like, babe, if your favorite jacket is outside in the car,
I'm going to get it.
I'm gonna go get it, and I want you to sit there
and wait for me.
To come back. Because when you get back, this throat is yours. That's all I have to say.
Listen, she's so bad. Okay, we gonna get her back next month for the Naughty Dreams podcast. But real quick, our word this month is silence. Silencio. And I picked that word because in my realizing that I wanted to be soft and feminine and realizing that I was doing too much, I literally had to take a fast from speaking.
I seen that.
I didn't talk for 6 days, and then I listened to my pastor and talked on the 6th day when I really wasn't supposed to talk till 7 days, and I feel like my life been in turmoil since then.
Ooh.
But that's neither here nor there. Okay. That's neither here nor there.
I couldn't even do a day.
Listen, I did 6 days and we're not talking at all. I said, like, I made a couple of slips ups where I said, a sentence or I said a word or something like that. But for the most part, I was completely silent. I was just writing things down. But in my silence, I realized people genuinely know the answers to their own questions.
Ooh, that's another conversation.
Yeah, they genuinely know the answers to their own questions. So if you got to ask the question, am I doing too much? That's why we were saying earlier, chances are you probably doing too much, but you don't know you're doing too much because you're being too loud and you're being too extra. So real quick, Danny, our word for this month is silence. Okay. Share real quick with the people why silence is important and what it means to you.
So silence is something that I wake up and do.
Okay.
I purposely don't speak when I wake up.
Okay.
And it depends, even with my kids, they're getting used to, shh, it's time to hear God. Mm-hmm. That is the most pivotal part of my day that I can hear God, because not only do I have to get I'm a shepherd over these humans, right? Mm-hmm. I have to get them ready for the day to go out into the world. Mm-hmm. I also have to go out into the world, and I have to ask God to protect me from it and to warn me about what's to come. That's how clear I hear him. So silence for me is me being able to listen to him. So silence is important. Wow. And that's my self-care time. I start the day off with self-care because I'm so busy taking care of everyone else all day long that I have to do something for me. Mm-hmm. It does not matter what it is. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take a whole lot of money to do self-care. It really doesn't. It's small things. Waking up like that is everything for me. I have to. I suffer from depression and anxiety and PTSD. I have to have that silence. I have to. It's pivotal for my spiritual health, my mental health, everything. Yeah.
That was an amazing answer. And I love that you feel that way because I feel that way too. I just haven't been able to articulate it. Like after being silent for 6 days, like that's a long time to not talk. Like literally to now, I wake up in the morning and I forget I can speak.
Yeah, you got used to it.
I got comfortable in it.
Yeah.
And my son warned me. My baby said, "Mommy, don't be quiet for too long because I don't want you to go mute." And that first day he said it, I laughed about it. But on day 5, when I woke up, it was like, no, that day 8, when I woke up that morning, it was like, oh, I forgot.
I could talk.
I could talk. I could speak. I learned to appreciate my silence.
Mm.
I learned to appreciate. I was watching TV the other day, and the lady said she's blind, and they gave her a home makeover. So she couldn't even see the damage and the decay that she was living in before. But now they gave her something new, and she still can't see it. And she's like, I just want to be quiet in this space.
Yeah.
It feels fresh. It feels new.
Mm-hmm.
And she says silence is basically a gift. Like it's precious. You should appreciate silence. And I received out of the whole show. That's all I heard. I tuned everything out. That's all I heard from the whole show, right? And I just remember back of my week of silence where I saw my impact. When you're not speaking and people literally waiting on you to write down your communication, you realize like this person is taking time to understand me.
Yeah.
When my mom was upset that I wasn't speaking, but she was only upset because my kids needed the sound of my voice, it was like this person understands the impact of my absence.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the silence for me was like I was reborn in that silence in a sense. And of course I got, my voice back and I went back to being a heathen. But that's why God is a forgiving God and we're gonna work on that. And that's why I said I feel like my life been in turmoil since I started talking on day 6 and not day 7, like God told me to. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway.
Gotta listen sometimes.
You gotta listen. But in order to listen, I had to be silent. And I wasn't silent. I was so eager to write stuff down that people was like, you might as well talk if you gon'. And they were right. So next time, that's why I'm slowly telling everybody, like next time I stop talking, it's going to be no communication at all. It's just going to be. That's it.
Yeah. And it's okay to have those days
on a
away.
Different level.
You might have to go away.
I might have to. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because the energy of the world was so much better than the people that knew me from me not talking. People thought I was deaf, y'all. People thought I was deaf and I couldn't hear. The first day I wrote down my Starbucks order, the girl taught me how to say thank you in sign language. I was like, oh, this is nice. I got a crackhead in order. She came in cussing people out and she thought I was deaf too. And she was like, oh, sorry. And I was like, she was like, oh, you can hear. And I walked out before she realized that anything could register in
I'm not about to deal with you. I'm not about to deal with you.
I said I did a quick little and I walked out. So in that silence, I learned a whole new appreciation for life. And I learned a whole lot of new things. So to hear your answer, it blows my mind because it takes me into my message for the month. And my message for the month for you guys is to live in purpose, on purpose.
Yeah.
Live in purpose, on purpose. And I'm not going to even lie to you. I didn't have a message for you guys until I walked into the Good News Radio. My fiance texted me and he asked me for the link and he said something. I can't even remember what the text message say right now. But then he texted me, live in purpose, on purpose. As I'm searching my brain for a message leading into the next month, it was sent to me. Live in purpose, on purpose. And that's my message for this month because I can confirm that I am doing my best at living in purpose, on purpose. And I say I'm doing my best because this podcast is evidence of that.
Yeah.
I'm living in my purpose and I'm doing it purposely. I've wanted to do a sit down talk show type thing since before I even started stand up comedy. This was always my goal, to be able to do this and talk about real things that real people are going through. And I was patient. I waited. Keith opened up the studios for private bookings outside of the people that are already on his radio show. He got this beautiful studio together. My time is now.
Amen.
To live in my purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose. And in me living in my purpose on purpose, I can pull out words. A word. That's what our segment is called. A word. Can I get a word? Like, oh, that's a word.
That's
like, yes,
word.
That's a word. That's that energy we bring with a word. And our first word from our first open mic was adjust. The second open mic, it was listen. The third open mic, it was faith. The fourth open mic is silence.
Yeah.
If I wasn't walking in my purpose, I wouldn't have been able to hit them words like that. And for the answers that the special guests gave, the word that my special guests have given on the words that have just come to me with me living in my purpose have been phenomenal and life-changing. I had no idea that you require silence when you woke up in the morning. That's not something we talked about, right?
Right. We've never even talked
Have
about
we
that.
even had a discussion prior to the open mic?
No.
At all. I said, this is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to meet you at the show.
Right. I was like, let's do it.
And that was it, y'all. So when y'all see me posting about the Express Yourself open mic every last Tuesday of the month, you see me posting the Postpartum and Popular Comedy Show every 2 months. That's just me trying to live in purpose on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like me and Keith said at the top of the show, I'm trying to do all I can while I can and leave nothing behind.
Right.
Leave nothing behind. I want to be known for being that light and being that, not even like, oh my gosh, she's the everything. No, if you having a bad day, I want to be the bright, on the bright side. I met this random girl and she was so nice.
Right.
That's the kind of energy I want to give out into the world, into the universe. When I come around, there is no bad times. And I got like that, this feeling from my cousin passing away. I was explaining to Keith earlier, we celebrating the 1 year anniversary of her passing, of my favorite cousin. Like, this person was just, I'm a Black woman living in South Central LA. So needless to say, my family got a whole array of different people. Okay. But it didn't matter who in the family she was talking to. She always had good energy for him, always had good vibes for him. From the bottom of the bottom to the top of the top, she got the best for him. She loved them all equally. They all the same in her eyes. We all her family, and she loved her family.
I love that.
Love that. So how can I be a Christian woman and say, I'm trying to walk by faith and trying to do the godly thing, and I don't recognize you as my sister, Keith as my brother, my son as my brother, my man as my brother.
Right.
And I say, you know what? I'm going to love all y'all equally.
Right.
Not saying I'm going to have the same relationship, because that's where you got to figure things out at. You're not having the same relationship with all of these people, but you do have to love your brother like you love yourself.
You do.
You do have to do that.
Yeah.
Off top. So our word, silence. Take some time to just be quiet and hear. That way you can understand that what you need. Ladies, this podcast this month was about us. Fellas, share with your girl. Let her know, like, hey, babe, it's time to be soft. I got this. I got to be the man in this situation, okay? And you can't approach her being that nigga while she innocent space of being that nigga, okay? You got to get her vulnerable. Got to get her intimate. Like Danny said, choke her and kiss her at the same time. Look, girl, all right? But let's remember that choking is domestic violence, and we don't want to go too far, okay? Let's remember safe words, all right? But remember safe words. Okay. Pineapple. Remember safe words, okay?
Gotta have a safe word.
It's okay to be soft, ladies. It's okay to be intimate. Men, it's okay to assume your role as the head of the household, but you have to do it in a way where you're not being hurtful and not being disrespectful. Our word for everyone is silence. so we can receive it. And our message is to just live in purpose on purpose.
Yeah.
And that's it, y'all.
Yeah.
That's episode 4.
Hey.
And just like that, it's an all new episode, y'all. Please check out my next show. Okay, I have the flyers right here in the booth with me. The Postpartum and Popular Comedy Show is this Saturday. Danny's gonna be a VIP guest. She's gonna be sitting up there all ducked out and booed up. She's not gonna be booed up.
Right, I'm
speaking it into existence.
Hey.
Somebody about to hit up Danny after this podcast. Okay, listen, you ain't coming to this show single. You ain't coming to this show single. Okay. So, please come out to the show on Saturday, Labor Day weekend. If you're watching this late, you can just go to Eventbrite and type in Postpartum and Popular, and you'll see the entire collection, the entire series. I do it every single 2 months at the same location at Fanatic Salon Theater in Culver City. Okay. There is only 52 seats.
Oh yeah. Y'all better buy the tickets now.
It's intimate on purpose.
I love it.
Okay. I want to be COVID respectful. But I also want to share what I've been working on the past 3 years with COVID and everything. The last time I was out public with my comedy was when I had a comedy club in Inglewood called the Open Mic Spot with my fiance. And we got pregnant and the world shut down all in the same day. So
right, no dead ass. It felt like that.
No dead ass. No dead ass, Danny. It was the same exact day. Okay. The world shut down, and I was like, I'm pregnant all on March 14th.
Oh yeah, the world shut down. Yeah.
It was the same day. Okay. So I hadn't produced a comedy show since then, and I hadn't realized that I had postpartum depression from losing my comedy club. And I had postpartum depression from having all of these people.
Yeah, what people don't understand that your body needs at least 24 months to heal from a baby. Mm-hmm. And you and I have both had kids before that timing. Like all of our kids are real close in age. And it is not easy.
At all.
And it takes years for the body to heal. And you admitting that you had postpartum depression, you don't understand. You put a voice to something that somebody else couldn't say. Mm-hmm. Just that fast. Mm-hmm. And that is something that there's no recovery time. Because I've been studying the mental health aspect of postpartum depression, and there is almost no recovery time for it. You literally have to learn how to live with it. Every day we wake up.
But not even learn how to live with it. You got to learn what it is first.
And why the triggers
I'm starting to recognize the feelings, but it's not until after I felt it for way too long. Like way too long has gone by. Perfect example. This comedy show stressed me out. The last one stressed me out so much that I went into another whole depression behind it. And then it took so long to come out of it that I didn't have enough time to plan for the next show. And it's like, it's a backup effect. So how do people learn, like, this is what this is? I know people that have suicidal thoughts and they don't even recognize them as suicidal thoughts. They're like, what? I would never kill myself. But you just said you wish you wouldn't have to be here tomorrow because of XYZ. That is a suicidal thought.
Yeah, some people don't know what that.
How do we recognize our depression?
So there's suicidal ideations and there's suicidal thoughts. When the thoughts turn into actions, you knew there was like signs before that, like, you know. And sometimes you don't because you're in a manic. So you have to know your depression that well. Hey, when am I turning manic? Right. Meaning, like, you don't even remember the seconds in the day anymore. You're just like there.
Just numb. Okay.
You're just numb. So it's like realizing that, like, your time span of depression will start to get shorter and shorter and shorter. Like, it probably already is.
Good, because I ain't got time for that shit. That is not on accordance to me living my best life and living in purpose on purpose. That don't fit in accordance to God plan, me being depressed. That ain't on the list of blessings that he said he got for me. So I ain't got time. But that's why I named the show Postpartum and Popular. Not even to say, like, I'm popular, not to say that having babies is popular, but to say that depression is popular.
It is.
Mental illness is popular.
Yeah.
Everything that every comic is going to talk about at every show I produce is a real thing. And it's okay for you to feel that way.
Yeah.
And so that's why I book the lineups the way I book them, and I book them on purpose. Every single comic I have on my lineups, they have something to say and they have a voice, and what they're joking about is important conversation. Not they funny, they so stupid. No, this is important conversation.
Right.
You just like the way it sounds.
Right.
And that's really what it is. That's what I'm doing here. So the Postpartum and Popular Comedy Show stemmed from me having my 2 COVID babies back to back and figuring it out, getting back in there into the world.
And you look good too.
I'm trying to, okay? I'm trying to. All right.
You don't even look like you had a child.
All right. Postpartum and Popular is all about the party afterwards. It's about the party. It don't gotta be depression. Listen, that's gonna be for my birthday.
I see you twerking
you coming
somewhere.
to the birthday party too? Listen, it's Virgo season. You know we don't know how to act, and I'm finally showing the world I don't know how to act, y'all. I don't know how to act. I ain't got no sense, okay? Mm-hmm. My mama let me out the house. That's what happened. That was my mama's garage I was working in. Okay, listen. We gonna have a good time this September. Okay, September 3rd, we got the Postpartum and Popular Comedy Show. September 10th, we got my private birthday party. Only special invitations. Only for that. I'm so sorry for everyone that loves me. Y'all all can't come. It's just COVID. No. We can't all fit in venues. I ain't Tiana Taylor or nobody. Okay, give me time. All right. So it's going to be a dope birthday event. And then September 27th, we are back with an all-new Express Yourself open mic with 90 Dreams, who is also a Virgo. So it's going to be a good time. It's Virgo season for real. You know, we don't know how to act when we get together. When Virgos link up, we get out of pocket. So we about to go there. Listen, I'm going to have my man in the studio that day. I really hope he know how to act.
Look at my face.
And he don't say too much.
Because he'll be like this,
Listen, because y'all know he a comedian, and he'll get a joke will be on the tip of his tongue, and he'll just let it fly no matter what.
It doesn't matter what it is.
It don't. I'm going to say this, and we're going to end live. At the comedy show in Vegas. We went on tour, the Life's a Joke comedy tour. We at the show in Vegas. His mom passed away. This is like 2 weeks after his mom passed away. He on stage. Sentimental moment, talking about his mom passing away, talking about how much he loved his girl. All of a sudden, he started making jokes about my situation. He goes, "It was so good. I forgot my mom passed away."
I'm not about to deal with him.
I wanted to snatch him off the stage, Danielle.
It's only been 14 days since mom been in the ground.
I wanted to snatch. She wasn't even in the ground, okay?
See, I'm not about to deal with black people no more.
She was still kicking it with us. She's still hanging out. We still looking at the Iron Light Cookie. We can't believe in this nigga. And I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the sky like, how you raise him like this? He don't got not a lick of sense. He'll just let out wherever how he feel. But that's why I love him.
She up there dying.
That is exactly why I love laughing, screaming, because she know her son a mess. Screaming.
She the reason he like that.
The reason he like that, you better say it then. Yeah. Every time people be like, how you become a stand-up comedian? Who's the comedian you look up to? He be like, my mama. My mama's the funniest comedian I know. That's his answer all the time. So I know that's where he got it from. I know that's where he got it from. The people sitting next to me. I'm standing in the back of the club, Danielle. The nigga sitting next to me gonna look at my vagina after he said the joke. I said, nigga, don't look at her like that. Okay. We about to leave this comedy club, okay? Because he don't know how to act. So I hope in September when we get 90 Dreams in here and she come out with her living room and her dining room and her kitchenette spreads and stuff.
Right.
He don't start slipping at the mouth or something because I need a photographer other than the baby. But
you do.
We gonna have a good time. We had a good time.
She looking at me for.
If you are looking to find Danny Kiera, please follow her at her.s.h.o.t. Her shoot. What's the other Instagram? Tell me the other Instagram.
No. Okay, so it's her with periods in between the HER and then shoot, and it has all my model stuff up there. My nonprofit is Her Doula, so please follow me, you guys. I seriously want to talk to you guys. You guys are free to DM me, ask me any question. I even have this thing on my story right now where I tell people ask me anything. I don't know why, I just wanted to do it. I've seen somebody else do it. I wanted to do it. Ask me anything. And people started asking me some stuff even about skincare, honey. I say, you know what?
You got answers?
I got I gave
was the
answers.
question?
It just said, ask me anything. And somebody said, what's the skincare routine? I want to know. And
For
I
your
told them.
skincare routine.
Mhm.
Amen, Jesus, because I told you on the rise and you out here. They see you, honey.
I'm trying to be regular.
They see you, honey. It ain't no regular about you. Ain't no regular degler in this building, okay? I don't know what you done heard, but ain't no regular degler in this situation, okay? It has been so much fun talking to you. Do you want to give the other Instagram again?
Okay, so the other Instagram is Danielle is _ CEO. It's long. I understand that. I am trying to fix that.
It's okay. My name is 12 letters.
You know what? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But see, I don't use your full name to
apologize.
even.
Don't apologize. I met this homeless lady one time, because God comes to you in mysterious ways.
I love it.
And I met this homeless lady, and I was working at Barnes & Noble, and she was coming in to buy a book, and everybody told me not to specifically talk to this homeless lady. And I was like, I'm a Virgo. I'm Sean. I'm going to talk to this homeless lady. So I started talking to her anyway, right? We built up this rapport, and one day she was like, you know what? You're the only person in here that treat me like a human being. And I was like, that's crazy. That's so sad, being me. And she's like, what's your name? I said, Sean. She said, no, what's your real name? I said, Sean. She said, no, like your full name. I said, Shantanette. She said, okay, don't ever tell nobody that your name is Sean ever again. Your name is Shantanette. And it's just as special as you are. And that's the name that you need to go by. And you need to make people respect your full name.
Period.
So when y'all watching ABC7 and Sam is like, we have Shantanette here. And y'all like, what is a Shantanette? Please know. And remember this day, episode 40, especially I might put some respect in my name.
I understand.
The Angel Belizean lady said so.
Listen, just you gonna hear me in the back. Bye, nigga. I'm gonna be crying.
Period.
Okay, because
it takes a village. It takes a tribe. Danielle, we gotta go, man.
Okay.
This has been so
Thank
real.
At
this point, we just love hanging out with each other. We can hang out with each other. They gotta go though. Y'all gotta go. Okay, bye.